Hello, and welcome to another newsletter from Construction Programs and Results. I'm Michael Stone, and I'll be sharing this newsletter with you. How's your summer going? Are you keeping busy and doing the right things? We are in a tough business, as our newsletter talks about today, and you must stay focused to be sure these problems don't overwhelm you. Those that are doing a good job of marketing their company are about as busy as they want to be. Even so, you should be able to run your business and make good money working no more than about 50 hours a week. That should give you ample time to run your business, to spend time with your family, and be a big part of their world. If you are, then you will probably avoid the problems that our young contractor is talking about in this email to us. So this week, let's talk about making it work in construction. Many contractors have more work than they can handle right now, and that's a great place to be. If you're pricing your work right, you should be doing well, and if you're worrying about keeping your price down to please your clients, that's another story. We received this note some time ago, but it needs to be shared again. He wrote, Michael, I'm a seasoned remodeler, but I love doing it and refuse to go back to the book of insecurity. How do you hold a positive frame of mind when you're constantly made to feel unworthy of a decent living by your customers attacking your already low prices? I have tendonitis, carpal tunnel, cartilage deterioration in both knees, a bad back, and I still bust my derriere pouring sweat and blood into every job. End of note. He's not alone. Again, construction is a tough business, dealing with clients who don't realize what we're worth while our bodies take a beating to make their homes better. He asked, how do you hold a positive frame of mind when you're constantly made to feel unworthy of a decent living by your customers attacking your already low prices? Never forget that you're the one who sets the price for your work. If you think your prices are too low, you're probably right. Raise your prices. I've said it many times in my classes that every person in the room could raise their prices at least 10% or more, and it wouldn't affect their sales to leads ratio one bit. When you know what price you need for a project, namely the price that covers your job cost, pays your overhead, and gives you a reasonable profit, you can be confident it's the right price. When it's the right price, it doesn't really matter what the customer thinks. If they want to pay less, they can go find someone else to get their job done. There are more people today than there were 10 years ago, more homes that need work, and fewer contractors. Why are you worried about your price? Stop believing that you must be the lowest price contractor and start focusing on the value you offer. Learn to sell your value, not your price. When you realize your value and your clients recognize that value, you'll both know that you're worth the price because of what you provide. I'm not talking about gouging your clients. The right price is what you need to cover your job cost, all of your overhead expenses, and make a reasonable profit. Trust me, adding 10 and 10 to your job cost isn't enough. Calculate the markup your business needs and use it. In the notes, we'll link to an article on how to calculate your right price. Of course, not all clients will want to pay for value, which is why you probably also have to change the clients you see. Do that by changing your advertising. If you advertise free estimates, you'll attract clients who shop for the lowest price. They are looking for something for nothing. Instead, spend time identifying your ideal client. Where do they live? What do they do? What kind of buildings do they own? What kind of projects do they want done? Your ideal customer will know what they want, and they'll understand they must spend money if they want a good job done by a reputable contractor. They'll be reasonable to work with. They'll respect you as a business owner, and they'll let you do your job. Most importantly, your ideal customer won't try to figure out ways to cut your price or screw you out of the money you're due for the work you've done. When you know who your ideal client is, start advertising with them in mind. Back to his note, he said, I have tendonitis, carpal tunnel, cartilage deterioration in both knees, a bad back, and I still bust my derriere, pouring sweat and blood into every job. We also need to talk about the physical aches and pains, another problem many contractors can relate to. Trust me, it doesn't get any better. Over the years, I've had surgeries on my back, my knees, my ankle. I've had numerous steroid shots on my hands and my shoulders to relieve severe pain. Heck, while teaching a class once, I raised my arms to make a point on something and I experienced terrific shoulder pain that required me to keep my hand in my pocket until it subsided enough where I could use it. On an outing with my family, I pulled off my sweatshirt and something cracked in my right elbow, causing pain for the next few days. Our bodies take a beating, and you won't be able to do it forever. If you're getting older and your body is starting to wear out, or if you're young and want to prevent too much damage, then it's time to look at alternative ways of conducting business. Hire subs or employees to get your jobs built so you can put the hammer down and supervise instead. Another alternative is to close shop and hire out to another contractor looking for a job superintendent. We discussed this briefly in Chapter 4 of the Markup and Profit Revisited book. Only do this if you're going to be honest about it. Too often, former contractors use their job in a new company to find clients so they can do work on the side. If you're good at your work and honest in your dealings, your employer will love you forever. If you're not honest, you'll only have yourself to blame when they fire you and you're out working on jobs again. Construction is a great career, but because of the physical demands, you can't work on the jobs forever. And once you're in your mid-30s, you should have all of the on-the-job experience you need to supervise the jobs you sell. That's when you should be running your company, rather than hammering nails. When you do that, your company will be more profitable and you will be better able to take care of your family. Thank you for joining us, and may the profits be with you.